right, so we are shooting another video. This one is going to be for Hotshot Insurance. And so if you want to put Hotshot Truckers, if you're a Hotshot guy, you know what this is about. So we're going to talk about cargo. We're going to talk about the business liability, the business auto liability, all that stuff, physical damage, your MC number, your DOT number, what you need for a quote, what goes into your rate, all that stuff. So let's get started. Cool, guys. So the minimum coverage that you have to have for liability, minimum liability, is $750,000. That's the minimum that you can have on your business auto liability. And so I recommend going all the way to $1 million, just because the price difference is very small, from $750,000 to $1 million. Unless you have a really bad driving record. If you have a really bad driving record, it's going to jump quite a bit when you make that change. So that's the minimum in liability, is $750,000. Let's go to cargo. Some go as low as $5,000 on the recommendation. There's no point in having and paying for $5,000 in cargo. That just doesn't make sense. At a minimum, you need at least $100,000 cargo. At least. I usually try to write 250 or 150, not 250. I usually try to write at least 150. If you're a car hauler, you need even more than that. You need close to 250 probably. But for you're hauling LTL loads. You're not hauling full trucker loads. You're hauling stuff to get there fast, for the most part. And so you're not hauling as much stuff as a semi would be, or a tractor. But anyways, that's the minimum I recommend for cargo is $100,000. On that's minimum. Minimum cargo is $100,000. If you're hauling expensive loads, you're hauling expensive machine metal, stuff like that. That's something that you need to let your agent know about, and say, hey, I haul expensive stuff. I need to up my cargo. You need more than $100,000 if you're hauling more expensive stuff. So let's talk about physical damage. So this covers your truck and trailer. And so most of the time it's ACV, actual cash value. And so what that means is the price you pay for it new. This is basically your depreciated value. Let's get some of these wrote out right quick. That's basically your depreciated value. And so then you have stated value. And that's what you say it's worth. So let's say you have a Western Hauler F350, and it's you've got it from Lone Star Customs. Let's just say you order it from there, and you paid $160,000 for it. You're going to want to do stated value. You're not going to do actual cash value on a truck like that. You're going to want to do stated value, and so you're going to want to state the value at what you paid for it. And as it gets older, you're going to want to lower that as it gets older because you're going to be paying that premium for that amount. So that's what physical damage covers: your truck or trailer, your truck and trailer. There's actual cash value, stated value, and very rarely you have replacement costs. That's rare. And that's essentially what it would cost to replace it. In a lot of house insurance is wrote on replacement costs a lot. But replacement cost is basically what it would cost to replace your truck right now. Actual cash value, your depreciated value, stated value, what you say it's worth, replacement cost, what it would cost to replace it right now. And so that's physical damage. There's not a lot to that, but it covers your truck, your trailer, and all that stuff. Moving on. So you don't have to have a CDL. I have to have twice. You don't have to have a CDL to Hotshot. You don't. But here's the kicker. CDLs lower your premium. So I recommend them. It makes your premium lower. You've went through a class, to learn how to pull the trailer. You don't have to have a CDL, but it does make your insurance lower. It lowers your premium. It is a discount on your insurance if you are a Hotshot, or if you're a truck driver, any of that. If you have a CDL, which you have to if you're a truck driver, obviously, but a Hotshot you don't. It lowers it's a discount. It lowers your insurance. So get your CDL. It's not that hard. And if you want to start out with a little bit, before getting your CDL, more power to you. But that's something you need to know. CDLs do lower your premium. And if an agent ever tells you otherwise, he's lying. The CDL does lower your insurance premium. All right, moving on. You will need a DOT number and MC number if you cross state lines. If you cross state lines, not lines. It's late. If you cross state lines, you need DOT number and MC number. You have to have that if you're going to cross state lines. If you're just hauling in Oklahoma, or you're just hauling in Texas, or you're just hauling in Louisiana, you don't have to have a DOT or MC number. Actually, you will have to get a DOT number, but the MC number you will not. If you cross state lines, though, you need both. If you cross state lines, you have to have both of them. And so let's talk about why is my premium the way it is? Why is my premium so high? Let's put it that way. Because we run a lot of hot shots, and I know you guys pay a lot for insurance. And there's a lot of reasons that go into it, but we're going to cover a lot of them. So why is my premium so high? Number one, your driving record. If you have a clean driving record, you're going to be saying, well, that doesn't apply to me. You're right, it doesn't. But if you have a bad driving record, this is the number one thing that will affect your insurance rate if you're a Hotshot. Okay? CDL licensed. That goes into your rate. Past experience. Age of DOT number. How long you've had your DOT number. Losses. And that's basically for cargo. If you've had cargo losses, that goes into it. And this one's not fair. I don't think, but it is what it is, and it's, you have to pay to play the game. So here it is. It's a big dot. I don't need one that big. Driving record, CDL license, past experience, age of DOT number, how old's your DOT number, how long you've had it. Losses, for your cargo, and get ready, other hot shots. So, the pictures you see on Facebook of a load that has not been strapped down right and it has fell off a trailer on the interstate, all that stuff, it goes into your rate. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. And so, what we can do to combat this is education. That's the only thing we can do. And if you see somebody in a parking lot that can't tie down a freaking tractor, help them. So, and it helps in the long run. Trust me. That's the only way that we're going to combat that stuff is through education. Personally, I don't like seeing hot shots pay as much as they do. I know I'm an insurance agent and I get paid off of the amount of premium you pay, but I don't think it's fair in a lot of ways for the premium to be what it is. And you may say, well, you're just saying that because you're on video. That may be that's not the case. So, but other hot shots go into your premium. All this stuff affects how much you pay monthly for your insurance. There are some other things, but they really don't matter. They don't make that much of a difference. I do need to write this one down. Length of time with one company. Length of time with one insurance company. So, no, not Tim, time. So all this, every bit of it, goes into your premium. And you have to keep an eye on all this stuff. Within your safer report, there's a list of all every time that you've had to go through a weight scale or you've got inspected. There is a list of all that stuff, and that goes into your safer. The insurance companies have a safer SAFER. They have a safer score for you, basically. And so all that stuff, let's say you had something tied down wrong, anything, even if it's not a loss, and it doesn't cost your insurance company money, they will rate you for it. So your inspections are important. Inspections are important, very important. So make sure you have everything strapped down right, because so if I go into Safer right now and I type in your DOT number and I pull you up and I click on your insurance and all that stuff, there's going to be a file that I can click on within the FMCSA website, and it's going to show me every time that you've been stopped, every time that they've done an inspection on you, all of that stuff. It shows everything. If you didn't strap something down right, if you had a tail light out, everything, even if it wasn't a ticket, even if they didn't give you a warning, it is on that report and it stays on there. And so the insurance companies, they rate all of that. They rate all of it. And so your inspections are very important, very, very important. So make sure that you have everything like it needs to be. And so there's a lot that goes into your rate, a lot that affects how much you pay. The biggest one being your driving record. Second biggest, how long you've had your DOT number. And third, probably how long you've had your CDL. That's a big one too, your age, stuff like that. So that's kind of the basics of it. Trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you guys. We'll do some more Hotshot videos in the future as well, but this is just kind of a Hotshot Insurance 101. If you're new to Hotshot, if you're not new to Hotshot, you know kind of what goes into your insurance rate. You know what kind of goes into all of what's happening to you. So, but if you're new, this is kind of your Hotshot Insurance 101 for insurance and what goes into your rate, all that jazz. So thanks, guys. We'll be shooting out some more videos. So be sure to follow our YouTube channel. Click subscribe below, turn on the notifications, and catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.